morning, beautiful. How are you doing today? We're gonna do a little yoga routine to get the day going, to warm up the muscles, the mind, the breath, and just set ourselves up for a beautiful, easy breezy, flowy day. And so we're gonna start by coming into Sukhasana, a nice, easy seated pose. And if you tend to have lower back issues or hunch over, you might want to sit either on a pillow or a blanket, something like that. Just kind of give your back of your seat a little lift. Don't sit too far on it or it kind of defeats the purpose. You want to put the end of your tailbone, your sacrum, toward the edge of the cushion. And it's going to kind of tilt your knees forward, so it's more like you're elongating the front as well as the back as opposed to dumping forward, right? So we're looking for a nice tall spine, an even distribution of weight on both our sit bones, growing tall, chin is parallel to the floor. And you can close your eyes if you want and just start to settle in, welcoming this beautiful day. Start to focus in on your breath. Just pay attention to it. Watch it rise as you inhale, expanding your lungs and your tummy. And then as you exhale, feeling all that air come out. Slowly starting to elongate the breath, making those inhales and exhales even. Arriving here on your mat, ready to greet the day and flow. And flutter open your eyes if you had them closed. And we're going to just start with a gentle warming up of our neck. So bring your right hand up to the sky. Give it a gentle hook onto the left side of your head and then gently pull your head to the right, getting a nice stretch along the left side of your neck. You can have your left hand either on your knee or down on the floor. Kind of extend that stretch. If you want to tilt your chin slightly forward down towards your right armpit, that will change the stretch just a little bit. If you have your head tilted, bring it back to the side and then release your right hand, bring your head back up to center. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Inhale, bring your left arm up to the sky. Grab the right side of your head and start to pull your neck gently to the left. A little warm-up stretch for the neck. Tilt the chin down toward the left armpit if you did it on the other side. Might be noticing that one side is more limber than the other. Bring your chin back up if you had it tilted, and then release your left hand down to the ground as you exhale. Now we're going to bring both arms up on an inhale. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms so they're facing the ceiling. Stretch your arms up and stretch your body nice and long. And then start to release your right hand to the ground. Left hand comes overhead and bring your body up and over along with it, getting a nice side stretch on the left side. Waking up our spine and our rib cage. Inhale back to center, bring the right arm up. Interlace the fingers, the opposite thumb on top. Flip the palms, go up. Inhale, nice big stretch, grow the spine nice and tall. Exhale as the left hand comes down to the ground, right hand comes overhead, torso comes up and over. So we're elongating both sides of the torso, but really getting that stretch along the right side. Inhale, come back up to center, bring the left arm up. And on your exhale, bring the right hand down behind you to the right. Left hand comes down on the right knee. And inhale, start to grow long, tall, upward. As you exhale, start to twist a little bit deeper from your waist to the right. Couple breaths here. Growing taller as you inhale, deepening the twist as you exhale. Now we'll gently release that, come back to center. Inhale, both arms up to the sky. And on your exhale, bring the left hand down behind you, right hand to the left knee. And now inhale, grow long and tall through your torso. And then exhale, deepen that twist to the left, starting from the waist. So think of the waist, the belly button, the navel twisting first, and then the ribs follow, and then the shoulders follow, and maybe the neck comes last. And exhale as you release back to center. Now we're going to get onto our hands and knees. If you're sitting on a cushion or blanket, you can just move it aside. You want your knees directly below your hips and your wrists below your shoulders. Seeing a nice even distribution of weight to protect your joints. And we're just going to warm up our spine a little more with some cat and cow. So as you inhale, you're going to bring your chest forward as your shoulder blades come down, your back and your hips go toward the sky. Chin lifts, chest broadens across the front. This is cow. And on your exhale, you're going to tuck your tail and your chin, rounding your upper back into a nice juicy cat stretch. One more time. Inhale, find your cow, broadening across the collarbone. And exhale, tucking and rounding. Inhale to cow. And exhale to cat. On your next inhale, find your neutral spine. Bring your toes together to touch, knees go a little wide, and then send your hips back over your heels to find a nice child's pose. Head is down toward the ground. Your arms can either be out in front of you, or you can bring them back to be in alignment so that your toes are facing the same direction as your hands. Just centering in and waking up. And then inhale, bring yourself back to all fours. Making sure that you have good even distribution in your fingertips, especially your thumb and forefinger. Tuck your back toes, straighten your legs, and bring your hips up into a plank position. You can drop to your knees anytime you need to. Bringing your front ribs in and engaging your abs. Your tailbone is heading towards your heels, and your heels are heading towards the back of your mat. Warming up those abs. And now drop to your knees. Keeping your elbows in toward the side of your body, start to bend them as you look slightly forward. And bring your body down all the way to the mat. Now we're lying on our stomach. You can uncurl your toes. Keeping the hands right next to the lower ribs here. Keeping the elbows in. Start to engage the thighs, rolling the inner thighs upward toward the sky. Engage the abs and start to press down with the hands as you bring your chest forward and up, taking the shoulders back and down, shoulder blades back and down the back. We're in a low cobra. Just warming up the thoracic spine. And exhale back down. One more time. Let's do it again. Let's inhale and come up to a nice low cobra. Again, we're broadening across the collarbone. Shoulders are coming back and down. Tailbone is heading toward those heels and the thighs are engaged to protect your lower back. And exhale back down. We're going to do that one more time. You can either do a low cobra once again or press yourself up a little bit higher, lifting your thighs off the ground to an upward dog. Like so. And then exhale, curl your toes under, lift your hips, and make your way to a downward dog. Let's warm up the body with this downward dog. Do anything your body wants for just a few seconds. Maybe you bend one knee while you straighten the other leg. I like to call this walking the dog. Maybe you're shifting your hips from one side, getting a little side stretch and a hamstring stretch. What feels good? You're waking up. All right, and then start to find some stillness in your down dog. Knees can be bent. Arms are straight and sending the energy up from the fingertips all the way through the forearms, through the shoulders, up through the hips. Imagine one long line of energy. Bringing your hips back up toward the sky. Chest is heading toward your thighs. And on your next exhale, bend your knees, look forward, and then step gently to the top of your mat. Folding forward, you can have your knees bent as much as you need to. Protect your back, protect your hamstrings, and just kind of let your body dangle upside down for a minute. You can interlace your elbows, sway side to side, shake your head no, nod yes, loosen up those joints. And then release your elbows, bring your hands either to fingertips to the ground or hands on your calves, and then inhale to flatten your back, bringing your chest forward. And exhale as you forward fold as we were just a moment ago. On your next inhale, ground down through your feet as you press through your strong legs, coming all the way up to standing, arms overhead. And then exhale, bringing your hands together at your chest in a prayer pose. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. And exhale, leading with your heart, bend at the hips and make your way all the way down to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift again, flatten that back, shine your heart forward. And exhale, folding all the way down. Uttanasana. Inhale, grounding down, lifting up, all the way to the sky. Exhale, hands in prayer at your chest. Adding on this time, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, folding forward, shining your heart all the way down to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right, plant your palms, step your right foot, and then your left foot back, finding that nice strong plank again. And on your next exhale, bend your elbows, drop to your knees if you need to, and go all the way down, or partially down. Inhale, coming to low cobra or upward dog. And then curl your toes, lift your hips, exhale, downward dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. And if it feels good, bend your right knee and start to bring it over your hips, opening and stretching along the whole right side, the front of the right thigh. You can draw circles with your knee. Open up those hips. And then bring it back to in the sky, but three-legged dog. And on your exhale, bend your knee, engage your abs, tuck your hips like we did in cat stretch, and bring the knee under and through in between your hands. Drop the back leg, uncurl the back toes, and you are in a low lunge. Inhale as you put your hands on your front knee. Start to bring your torso upward. Exhale. And then inhale, bringing your hands up. That feels good for your body. Palms are facing each other. Getting a little hip flexor stretch through the left front thigh, the left hip flexor. And on your next exhale, bring your hands down to frame your front foot. Curl the back toes, lift the back knee, and step back into your plank. And then you can either make your way through a vinyasa once again, or lift your hips and go straight to downward dog. Once you've found your way into downward dog, lift the left leg on your next inhale. Bend the left knee and start to open to the side of the body, getting a nice stretch through the hips, drawing those circles with the left knee now. Maybe rotate your ankle, warm up all those joints that get sticky and cranky when we sit too much or sleep funny. And then exhale, bring your legs straight. Inhale, we're in three-legged dog, and as you exhale, curl your hips under, engage your abs, bend the knee and bring it through between your hands. Bring the back leg down and uncurl the toes. Inhale, hands to front knee, bring the torso up. Recenter your body so you're kind of backing out of the pose to make a nice straight stretch along the right hip flexor. And then inhale, bringing your arms up. Trying to keep our two hip points even on the left and right side so we're not dumping into our lower back. So sometimes when we bend too far forward, our lower back can suffer. So we're making sure that that left knee is over the ankle, not shooting forward toward the toes. Exhale, frame your left foot with your hands. Curl the back toes and lift the back knee. And then on your next exhale, bring the right leg up to meet the left leg and find yourself in our forward fold once again. Inhale, lifting to flat back, shining your chest forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, ground down to rise all the way up. Arms overhead. Exhale, hands to your heart. And still staying at the top of the mat. This time as we inhale, your arms will come up to the sky as your hips go backwards and you bend your knees. Coming into Utkatasana, shifting the weight in your feet to your heels. Growing long through all sides of your torso, so keeping a nice long spine. Warming up those thighs. And exhale, bring your hands together and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, send the hips back, arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart, hands together in prayer at your chest. And inhale, start to pitch your chest, bringing it forward toward the front of your mat while your hips are going back. And as you exhale, start to twist to the right. Maybe your left elbow comes to the outside of your right knee. Hooks on there. Inhale, growing nice and long, your head and your torso heading toward the front of your mat. And exhale, just like we did at the beginning, twisting from the belly, the chest following. Now take a peek at your knees. If that left one's creeping forward in front of the right one, bring it back in line. One more breath here. And then exhale, untwist and fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold once again. Inhale, Utkatasana, hips back, arms up. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer at your chest. I'm going to turn around so you can see me, but you stay where you are. Inhale, bring your chest forward, hips back. And as you exhale, begin to twist to your left. Maybe the right elbow hooks on the outside of the left leg. Inhale, growing long, tall toward the front of your mat. Exhale, deepening the twist, starting at the navel. It's a good way to encourage elimination and detox because you're wringing out your eliminating organs, your kidneys and your liver with these twisty moves. And it's a great loosening for your spine and your rib cage. One more breath here. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold once again. And inhale, ground down to rise all the way up, standing, arms overhead. Exhale, bring your hands down to prayer. Turn back around to where I was, but you can stay right where you were. This time we're gonna head down to our mats. So we're gonna inhale one more time into Utkatasana. And as you start to exhale, you can have your feet either hips width or together. We're gonna start to bend. If we're down in Utkatasana, we're gonna start to go lower and lower, like you're in a deep, deep squat. And at some point, you're going to make your way to your bottom on the mat, legs in the sky, and now you are in Navasana, boat pose. Knees can be bent, legs can be straight. You're trying to find that magic point of balance so that your chest is still lifted, legs are up in the air. And bring your feet to the ground, lean forward, and scoot your booty back and get your legs long out in front of you into Dandasana. If you sat on a pillow at the beginning of class, you might want to sit on one again on the edge of your seat. Feet are flexed, toes point to the sky, thighs are engaged. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. And on your exhale, hinge at the hips and start to bring your straight spine forward. So we're not rounding, we're going up and over, keeping your spine long. Maybe you're grabbing your toes, maybe you're grabbing your calves, maybe you're using a strap or a towel around your feet. Find the position that works for you. And on your inhale, you can grow longer and taller through the spine. And then exhale, deepen into that pose. And then slowly make your way back up to seated. Bend your knees, bring your butt forward, and slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, lower yourself down so that you are lying down on your mat. Keeping your left leg long and extended, bring your right knee into your chest. Squeeze it in there. Engage the left thigh, pressing the left thigh down toward the mat. Left foot is flexed and toes are going toward the sky. As you pull your right leg in towards your right armpit. And on your next exhale, begin to bring the right knee over, across your body to the left, letting your left leg roll with it. As your right arm comes back out to the right side and you look to the right, nice gentle twist. If you need to modify to make it a little more gentle, bend both your knees. We've warmed ourselves up with the sun salutations and the twists, and now we're winding back down to find calm and rest. And using your navel to propel you back to center. Hug that right leg in real quick one more time. Thank you, right leg. And then extend your right leg out and bring your left leg in. We're gonna switch sides. So left leg is heading in toward the left armpit, getting a nice squeeze while the right foot is flexed, the right leg is long, and the right thigh is pushing down toward the mat, staying engaged. Might get a nice stretch across the front of the right hip flexor, front of the right thigh. And then on your exhale, begin to twist, bringing the left knee across the body. Left arm goes out behind you to the left and you look left. And bring it back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice big hug and a squeeze. Say thank you so much for showing up and doing a little morning yoga. And then exhale. Inhale, bring your chin to your knees so you're like a tight little ball. Squeeze everything, squeeze your toes, squeeze your calves, squeeze your fingers, squeeze your eyeballs. Everything gets squeezed. And then as you exhale, release it all. Legs go long, arms go down, palms are facing up, and find your way into a nice, restful, comfortable Shavasana. Feet are about the width of your mat, just wherever they are comfortable. You're gonna let your feet splay open. Start to scan your body, just relaxing down. Inhaling, letting, exhaling, go. Inhaling, letting, exhaling, go. Letting any thoughts just pass through. Releasing the breath. Letting your mind relax and wander, letting your body escape away and melt into the mat. Enjoying a nice, restful, deep Shavasana. Now start to gently bring your awareness back to the room. Start to deepen your breath. Becoming aware of your body, the weight on the mat. Start to gently wiggle your fingers and toes. Waking up again. And gently rotating your wrists and your ankles. And switch the rotation to the other direction. And then gently bend your knees, placing your feet on the mat flat. And in the most gentle way possible, roll to one side. And support your head with one of your arms, letting the other palm press down into the earth. Feeling the energy of the earth coming back to your palm. Feeling your whole body supported by the earth, by the yoga mat, by the community you create, by that inner energy of you showing up and doing amazing things for yourself. You are supported and safe and loved. Now gently push yourself up to a comfortable seat. Bring your hands to prayer at your chest. And may you go into the rest of your day, bringing this amazing energy that we have created together to the people you meet, into every activity you do, everywhere you go, sharing that joy and the happiness and that good energy, thanking yourself for showing up this morning and starting your day with something beautiful and good for you. May you have a blessed and beautiful day. And I will see you again soon on the mat. Namaste.